joined as always by her handsome sidekick Albus. He's extra clingy, more than normal, because I just got back from Pittsburgh this past Sunday. I was there. Oh, by the way, this is FlossTube number 75, and this is a channel about cross stitch. Get that out of the way. Okay, I had to write down some notes because I don't want to forget stuff. I just got back from Pittsburgh this past Sunday. I was there, in case you didn't know, for the Steel City Stitchers held their first retreat. You would never know it was their first retreat. They did such an amazing job. Everything went off seamlessly. I don't think there's anything these four women can't do. They just are amazing. Let's see, I left Thursday after I got the kids off to school early, so to avoid the weather, because there was a lot of weather happening around the country. Let's see, I got there fine. It was rainy and foggy. It wasn't a fun drive, but I got there. I got there a lot better than a lot of the people I had to fly. Boy, they had some like epic redirect, cancellation, all this crazy stuff for their flight. So I got off easy. I just had to drive. Let's see. I sat at a table with Carla from Rolodex Stitches, her mom, Mama Rolodex, who is cracks me up. Carla has taught her how to stitch, and she's just adorable. She's like awesome. And then two other women who, Mary and Amy, who, we've commented back and forth and stuff on Instagram, but so it was nice to be like, oh, that's you. Okay, I get it, putting the pieces together. They were awesome table mates. We had a lot of fun. There were a couple extra seat or two at our table. We were not crowded at all. And if the Steel City girls had a free moment, which was hardly ever because they were, it was their event and they were being the hostesses with the mostesses, they would plop down and maybe put like a stitch in or just sit and chill for a second. But that was who I shared my immediate table with, and I lucked out. I had a great table. See, Janine from the Crafty U had a pop-up shop, and there was lots of good shopping to do. Let's see, I met a ton of amazing stitchers there, way too many to mention all by name, but everybody that I met was friendly and kind and funny, and it was good vibes the whole weekend. I have to give a shout out to the ladies at the table behind me. I don't know how it came up that I didn't know how to do the loop method. See here, true confessions of a cross stitcher segment once again, is when I learned how to cross stitch as a kid, they taught me just tie a little knot on the bottom of your string and do it that way. So I never learned anything new, and I was like, this works fine, I'm good. And they taught me the loop method, and it's super easy. I don't know. I mean, everybody here is listening to me going, yeah, duh. Everybody does that. It's no big deal. But, I learned it. I used the method, and it's easy, and it's another tool in my stitchy toolkit. So I appreciate them taking the time to show this dummy a new trick. And so I learned something new while I was there. Let's see. I'm just trying to give you the rundown. At the end of this episode, I'll include some pictures. Full disclosure, not all of the pictures are mine. So a lot of people sent me pictures because I was kind of just enjoying the what do you call it? The time and being present, and I didn't think to take my phone out very much. I just had my phone with me in case home called or needed anything, but I didn't take a ton of pictures. So not all of these pictures are mine, but towards the end, I will include pictures from the retreat. Let's see. So I guess it was Saturday night, a group of us sat around talking and started cracking ourselves up hysterically over bad jokes. Let's see, Matt, NBC Stitcher, and this was great because some, like Jackie and Justine from X's and Ho's were there, and I had met them at StitchCon, and we text back and forth and have maintained a friendship since then. And you know, they are like offbeat and quirky just like me, and so we just click like that at StitchCon. But I also got to meet other people that I hadn't had the opportunity to, and they're awesome. And so it's like the group of us were just cracking ourselves up, like telling each other like horrible jokes. So like Matt, NBC Stitcher, I said already Jackie and Justine, Zan, Crazy Band Lady, Ymir from Almond M&Ms, Sarah, Memphis Sarah E. Sorry, I think that's the way it goes. They all were like, I had meals with different ones, and we sat and we talked, and it was just like it fed your soul. Like my black, cold, dead heart is like the Grinch, and it like grew a size, you know, being around all these awesome people. So, but coincidentally, that whole group of us who were just laughing inappropriately all night, we're all going to be at StitchCon A. Just coincidentally. So I can't wait till we're back together to our shenanigans, and it'll be so much fun to reconnect and continue our goofiness. Let's see. I did stitch at the retreat. A lot of people didn't get much stitching in, but I did. I mainly stitched on two things. My Whip Go piece, which was the Scottish Quaker by Tempting Tangles. Let me see if I can find the cover of it. Hold on. Here it is. So this is what it looks like. This is, I think it's called technically Quakers in Scotland. It's by Tempting Tangles. I finished one motif while I was there. Let me show you what I did. So this is what I've got done. And let's see. Before the retreat, I started working on this. These are like 4 little crowns that are repeated. And let's see, this top one is done, this one right here, but the other ones are in various stages of completion. But, excuse me, Albus, let me get closer. The motif I did is this one, which is actually 4 Scotty dogs. When there's this like, that crisscross stitching, I think it's supposed to make them look like they have a sweater on. But yeah, so that's what I got done. I did finish one motif on here, and this is a Whip Go. I still need to put a couple more days in to meet my goal for that, but I'm making progress. While I was there, people were asking me about the girl monkey on the toilet. They're like, are you ever gonna stitch her again? And I said, I promise, she's on my Whip Go board. She'll get done eventually. So that was one thing I stitched on. Ugh. The other thing I stitched on, sorry, my bag is tipping over here. The other thing I stitched on while I was there was the St. Patrick's Day piece I was working on, and I got very close to a finish. I don't think I have, oh, I do have it. This is what it looks like. It's called Malarkey and Shenanigans, and it's by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I was really cruising on this. I was hoping I was going to finish it at the retreat, but I kind of hit a wall. So I think when I left, I just had the P and prone in, and like maybe a heart and a shamrock here. And I got all of this. So it says, notice, prone to malarkey and shenanigans. So I got, this is a leprechaun hat. There's leprechaun legs and shoes. And then I think there's like a pot of gold and another shamrock over here. So I am like in the home stretch, super close. And I was working on this very diligently at the retreat. But I just like hit a wall and I was like, my eyes just can't focus on this anymore. I just need to stop. So this is stitched on Be Stitch Me Vintage 16 count Aida, and it's not all, it's all DMC. There's a couple shades of green I didn't have, and I just picked other shades of green from my stash, but I think this looks great. So I'll finish it soon, hopefully. Famous last words. Because as we all know, something shiny comes and distracts us. So that's what I stitched on while I was at the retreat. Elvis, can I help you, son? Whoop. Yikes, sorry. Okay, honey, why don't you sit here? Let me turn you around. There you go. There you go. Sit that way. Okay, so I'll show you my retreat haul and what we got when we checked into the retreat. So we got a little lanyard that had our name. I think it's in my car. But we also got these cool Steel City Stitcher bags. And in there were lots of goodies. There were snacks, potato chips, and I think Sarah really liked these. Oh, this isn't a Kind Bar, this is a Nature Valley. So anyway, there were snacks. There was an agenda, so we knew what time everything was happening. There, and then in here, there were some freebie charts. This was designed by Brooke of MI Studio Creates, and it's Pittsburgh Bridges. And then this designer, I don't remember her name, but she was there from Raw Iron Stitching. She did these mittens that are so super cute. That would make such a fun piece. So both of those charts were in there. Let's see, there was something from the Frosted Pumpkin in here. There's a little chart on the back of this. I don't want to show it, but it also has a little promo code for a sale. And then there was a needle minder that says Steel City. And then finishing supplies. And there was a finishing station there. So you could finish the stitched piece, the retreat piece that Liz Matthews designed. I did not finish mine because I'm an idiot and I started my piece so far to the edge of the fabric that with this size, this was the piece of wood you were supposed to wrap the piece around. I couldn't get an even margin on either side. So I figured I would just cut something else at home, but they give you a little ribbon and doodads to finish it. And then this is like the most exciting part. Victor, his Instagram name is FlossTube, stitched not just one of these, but one for every single person that was attending. Do you see this? This is, I don't know, it's got to be like 40 count, 1/1 with an étoile, because there's some sparkle to it. And this tiny little hoop is the sweetest thing. He didn't attend. I couldn't thank him in person. So, Victor, if you're watching this, thank you. That was so kind and generous, and you're so talented, and I don't know how you did that. So that was something else everybody got in their bag. So that's what was in the bag. And then this really sweet woman, I want to get her name right, Sally Yoon, I believe is how you say her last name. She made needle books for every single person there. And it's this cool fabric with the little X's on it. And she had it in like a range. They were in a little box and you could pick whatever color you wanted. And of course I picked green. But she had them arranged like in gradation, like a rainbow. And so anybody could pick the color, but super cool. A little felt inside and little tie closures. So sweet and so generous. Thank you, Sally, for making those and passing them out. So, excuse me, that's what you got in your little, you know, registration bag. And then I did a little shopping. I was pretty good. I didn't do too much damage with the Crafty You pop-up shop. I bought like 2 or 3 charts and some fabric. So I'll show you the charts first. First, I bought this hands-on design. I don't have any Valentine's Day stuff stitched up, and I just think this is so cute. It's not so cutesy that, you know, sickeningly sweet. And then you finish it like a waffle. It says, I love you waffle lot. I just think it's so cute. So I purchased that. The other chart I purchased, well, it's a group of charts, is this Trick or Treat by Blackbird. And there's some really fun Halloween charts in here. So I had grabbed that. Janine also had, like, in the pop-up area, she had this whole bank of tables that full of fabric of every count you could imagine. And so fabric is my weakness. And I immediately honed in because she had murky in Ada. I don't know if it was like, I think it was 16 count. And I had it in my little grubby hands because my rule is if you see murky, you buy murky. Murky by Picture This Plus, just in case. It's my favorite fabric. I love it. But then I stood there and I held it and I was like, I feel like I'm being a hog. I have like 3 pieces of murky in my stash. I'm gonna leave this for somebody else. So I was a kind and generous soul and I did not scoop up the murky. But I did buy, let's see, this is Picture This Plus Cyprium. This great like autumn kind of fall colors. And look at that. Is that yummy or what? So this was, I think this is in 16 count. I think this is, I'm not sure if this is, I think this is a fat half I got. I'm not sure. 27 by 36. So yummy. I love that. And then the other piece of fabric I got is by Seraphim and it's called Pilgrim's Path. This like pea soup, like forest green. It's greener than it's showing up there. That's a little truer. So I couldn't pass up the green. So that's all I bought at, what do you call it? At the pop-up. So when I got home though, there was a piece of haul waiting for me. I saw somebody post this piece on Instagram and I immediately was like, that is so bizarre and so weird. I need it like right now. And it's from Al Forest. I have never stitched an Al Forest before. So this is my, my Al Forest Virgin piece. This is what I'm talking about. This name in Russian apparently means water spirit, but to me, his name is Fish Boy. So I immediately jumped on and tried to order this because my PayPal is a business PayPal. For some reason, you can't use a business PayPal to buy from Russia. I don't know if it's Putin or the US or what, but whatever, I couldn't do it. So my friend Susie hooked me up, she bought it and then shipped it to me. So this was waiting for me when I got there. Now it only came in a kit. It came with linen. I don't stitch on linen, so I have a piece of linen I'll have to send to somebody to use. But let me show you. I started it yesterday. Oh, and this was my Christmas present from Genevieve of Jasmine Custom Bags. If you remember, it has that amazing Bigfoot embroidered on there, and it's just so soft and snuggly, and it's like, I can't think of any project that is worthy of this bag. So I figured Fish Boy was worthy of this. So I put Fish Boy in this bag, and I started stitching it last night while Etta was at swim. And this is as far as I have gotten. I started in the top corner. This is their floss, which is very nice, and it comes on, well, it comes kind of twisted up and braided, but it comes with little bobbins that have the symbol on there. So it's super easy. I mean, the whole chart is in Russian, but really, who needs English? Who needs written instruction if you've stitched before? All you need is the symbols for the floss. So this is a Bestitch Me. I don't remember. Let's see if it's written down here. Oh, Bedrock is what this is called. And so I've got a little lobster up there. I haven't gotten to the Fish Boy yet, but I did that while Etta was swimming. The chart is really nice and easy to use. If you're thinking about doing, trying an owl forest, I recommend it. It's my first, and I've had zero problem. Everything, I mean, not only did the little box make it from Russia to my friend Susie, but it made it from her place to my place, completely safe, everything inside it. So, 2 thumbs up for Owl Forest. I'm just checking in my notes to see if I'm not missing anything. Oh, I did have a giveaway last episode. I asked you to use the word flower to win this little freebie chart from XJU Design, and it has the chart and little gold beads in it. I don't want to show you the whole chart. And the winner for that was, I wrote it down, where are you? Where is it? Deborah Fitzer. Deborah Fitzer, you are the winner of this little chart. If you want to get a hold of me, you can send me an email at cmatthewsfrey@gmail.com. I'll have my email address in the description, or you can always send me a Instagram message if that's easier, at Rebel Stitcher Designs or Moon Pie Fry, either one, and they're both me. And I'd be happy to put that in the mail for you. And I guess shop news. I came back from Pittsburgh with a box of Jody fabric dyed by the wizard herself. I put it up on my website yesterday, Rebel Stitcher Designs, and it is going fast. Each piece of her fabric, a portion of the proceeds get donated to the New York Bully Crew. So it's a great way to support a good cause. Jody has rescued 3, I think, pit bulls, and it's a cause that's near and dear to her. So you can add fabric to your stash and help sweet puppies. Let's see. And so there are some Jody fabric still there. There's still some XJU fabric there. But I am happy the fabric has been moving quickly. So thank you for your support, and I'm glad everybody loves the fabric as much as I do. And the other bit of news is pretty soon I will start working on sending the invoices out for the February, probably either the end of this week or next week, for the invoices for the February Quarterly Club. So I'm adding some new people. So shoot me an email if you feel like you should be on the list and you didn't get an invoice, but give me 2 weeks, because I'm it takes me a bit to send all that out. And if you feel like you should have gotten an invoice and you didn't, shoot me an email. And if you want to be in the club and, you know, you want to get off the lists, you know, be a nudge and remind me, because I'm not very good with details. But that's it. I had an amazing time in Pittsburgh. I so treasure the friendships I've developed within the stitching community. And I guess that's it. I kind of rambled like crazy because I'm trying to remember everything. Hopefully I didn't like leave something out, but stay tuned because I'm gonna put little pictures from the trip there. And Albus, say goodbye to peoples. Goodbye, peoples. I'm very sleepy right now. See you next time. Thanks for watching.